and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. We should continue to be sunny today with a high temperature near 86 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at 5 to 8 miles per hour. Then tonight, skies will be mostly clear with a low around 65. We'll have southerly winds 6 to 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow we do have a 2 in 10 chance of showers and thunderstorms during tomorrow afternoon with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 85 degrees. Southerly winds tomorrow will be 10 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Then tomorrow night, chances for showers and thunderstorms increase to 40%. And will be mostly cloudy with a low temperature around 66 degrees. Southerly winds will be 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms are possible during and after 10 a.m. Chance of precipitation on Wednesday is 80%. Now, new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch are possible Wednesday with a high temperature near 78 degrees. Southerly winds will be around 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Wednesday night, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm before 1 a.m., then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 a.m. Chance of precipitation Wednesday night is 60% with mostly cloudy skies and low temperature around 63 degrees. Thursday, we have a chance of showers, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm during Thursday afternoon. Chance of precipitation on Thursday is 70% with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 79 degrees. We do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms Thursday night with mostly cloudy skies, low temperature around 63 degrees. Then Friday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 80. Friday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies and a low temperature around 61 degrees. Then Saturday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 80 degrees. A chance of showers and thunderstorms exists for Saturday night with mostly cloudy skies, low temperature around 62. And Sunday, yes, we're going to continue to have a chance for showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. In fact, they're likely with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 79 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Several times over the past few weeks, I've been approached by a friendly stranger in the parking lot of a grocery store, restaurant, or strip mall, wanting to know if I would comment on an issue and sign my name in support or opposition. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Polls and research on consumer preferences are conducted every day. Many and much of the research on consumer preferences does not accurately reflect consumer behavior. Although a shopper might prefer locally sourced meat, milk, and eggs, the cost of those items will, in most cases, be the determining factor. How many small towns and rural communities have seen their local drug, hardware, furniture, shoe, and clothing stores that had been in business since your great-grandparents were knee-high to a grasshopper shuttered in the past few decades? People preferred to buy locally and have easy access to all those stores and services, but big box stores, often in a bigger town a county over, won the business with their lower prices. Once those storefronts were shuttered, there was little hope they would return. I'm happy to see that there has been some resurgence in local businesses opening in small rural communities where there's support for a younger generation that has moved back to raise their children and be productive members of society. We hear a lot about sustainability, and you talk to a dozen people, you get a dozen different definitions. As it pertains to local community, I believe a sustainable one meets the needs of all members and provides a place for next generations to live and grow and thrive. I believe a community will thrive if it celebrates its history, traditions, and heritage while embracing progress. Sometimes you just have to slay a sacred cow or two for the greater good. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true. They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on meaning, especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org.
At Child Fund, hope means helping millions of children living in poverty worldwide grow up healthy, educated, skilled, and safe. And that means safe at home, at school, and online.
Hope means walking this path together, all of us. Because when we work together, we can do so much more.
That's right. Hope includes you.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
Learn more at childfund.org.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
The savings are heating up at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. Check these out. Turtle Wax wash and wax products starting at $7.59. A Napa vehicle awning for $129.99 in the 8-foot size. And Tough Stuff multi-purpose foam cleaner starting at $5.29. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Then the prior week's business dress deals were at $368 in the north to mostly $370, $6 to $8 higher than the previous week's weighted average basis. At the Herod Livestock Market in South Dakota, the USDA says demand was good to very good for the light offering. There were quite a few loads offered, many of which were light and green enough for grass. Rainfall has been welcomed recently and has provided some much-needed moisture for pastures. The market was active and full of in-house buyers, farmer feeders, and producers looking to fill operational needs. Boxed beef closed higher and sharply higher with solid demand for light offerings. Choice was up a quarter at $366.34. Select closed $301 higher at $356.65. Estimated cattle slaughter was 117,000 head, up 20,000 on the week and down about 5,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed sharply lower with a fairly light negotiated run. Processors weren't aggressive in their procurement efforts to finish out the week. In fact, business continues to move on a very inconsistent pace. Global demand for U.S. pork has been relatively strong, but after China's return to the buyers list in last week's export sales report, the country was absent this week. It's too soon to tell if China will return to a more normal purchasing pattern. A boost to domestic demand would be welcome news with the return of summer grilling season. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct closed $355 lower with a weighted average of $95.40. The Iowa Minnesota was down $383 with a weighted average of $96.45, and the Western Corn Belt was $367 lower with a weighted average of $96.91. Pork values closed sharply higher, up $260 at $107.22. Bellies, butts, loins, picnics, and ribs were all sharply higher. And the estimated hog slaughter was 475,000 head, up 51,000 on the week and down about 7,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were lower on profit taking, and lean hog futures into the day higher, supported by the sharply higher pork values during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
They say seeing is believing, and nothing catches the eye like the 9.5 bushel per acre yield advantage of Revitec fungicide over other fungicides. But don't just take our word for it. See it for yourself. Run a comparison of Revitec fungicide. Enter the Real Results Yield Challenge and experience the difference it makes in your fields. And when you share your experience with us, you'll get a chance to win a 2-year lease on a new truck. Sign up at yieldchallenge.basf.us. No purchase necessary. See official rules for details. All Always read and follow label directions.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Marthella Marty Ba-Sharera, age 64 of Salem, passed away Thursday, May 29th. No services are planned at this time. Memorial contributions may be made in memory of Marty Ba-Sharera to help with final expenses. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Marthella Marty Ba-Sharera are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Kathy Elaine Canaan, age 63 of Salem, passed away Sunday, June 1st. Funeral services for Kathy Canaan will be Monday evening, June 9th at 7 o'clock in the evening at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Kathy Canaan will be also on Monday from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until 7, service time that evening. Burial will be at a later date in the Jadwin Cemetery. And all arrangements for Kathy Elaine Canaan are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news. It's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU's Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reports that a woman from Salem drowned while kayaking on the Current River Sunday afternoon. The Highway Patrol reports that a strong current pushed the 63-year-old into a downed tree, causing the kayak to overturn. Other floaters pulled the woman from the water. The patrol stated she was not wearing a life jacket. An accident occurred Sunday in Dent County on Highway 32, 5 miles west of Salem. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2001 Chevrolet S10 operated by a 33-year-old adult female from Salem traveled off the right side of the roadway, struck several trees and a fence. The report went on to state that the female sustained minor injuries and was transported to Salem Hospital. The Chevrolet sustained moderate damage and was removed by a private party. The Denton County Sheriff's Office has released the following incidents reports for May 23rd through 30th. On Friday, the 23rd, deputies took a report of tires being dumped on County Road 6150. Suspect information was obtained and the investigation is ongoing. Then on Saturday, the 24th, deputies took a report of a trailer that was stolen from the 2800 block of County Road 4050. The investigation is pending. On Memorial Day, the 26th, deputies took a report of a shed burglary in the 1000 block of County Road 6160. That investigation is pending. Deputies took a report on Tuesday, the 27th, of a stolen Harley-Davidson motorcycle that occurred in the 200 block of County Road 4155. The investigation is pending. Then on Thursday, the 29th, deputies took a report for a domestic assault that occurred in the 400 block of Private Lane 117. Suspect information was obtained and the investigation is ongoing. That same day, deputies took a report for stolen property that occurred in the 18,000 block of Highway C. That investigation is pending. The next day, Friday the 30th, deputies conduct a traffic stop on Highway 72 and H Highway. During the stop, a 32-year-old Salem man was arrested on an outstanding warrant. Please contact the Denton County Sheriff's Office at 573-729-3241 if you have any information about any ongoing investigation. An accident occurred Saturday morning around 10:50 in Crawford County on Old Route 66 east of Grodomack Road. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2009 Yamaha XV 1900 driven by a 47-year-old male from Rolla was traveling eastbound and was struck by a deer. The driver lost control of the motorcycle, ejecting the driver and passenger, a 15-year-old male juvenile from Rolla. The juvenile suffered serious injuries and was transported by North Crawford Ambulance to Children's Hospital in St. Louis. The adult male also suffered serious injuries and was transported to Missouri Baptist Hospital Sullivan by Missouri Baptist Ambulance. He was later transferred to Mercy Hospital, Washington. Both were wearing safety equipment at the time of the accident. The Yamaha sustained moderate damage and was secured roadside for private tow. You are invited to attend the next Salem and Denton County meeting of Sleep in Heavenly Peace this afternoon starting at 5:30 at the Salem Community Center at the Armory in the Rotary Room. The Denton County chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a 501c3 nonprofit that provides a new, free bed to children in need in our community who do not have a bed between the ages of 3 and 17. If you're not able to help physically, donations of new bedding are always welcome to help provide a good night's sleep to the area children. Monetary donations are also accepted. Please make checks payable to Sleep in Heavenly Peace and designate the MO-DENT County chapter. If you have questions, please contact Patty McEwen at 703-964-6495, or you can email her at Patty McEwen, that's PATTI.MCKEOWN at shpbeds.org. The Salem Area Community Betterment Association presents the Kids Summer Art Camp 2025 called Splash into Creativity, which will be held from June 23rd through June 27th from 8 in the morning till noon each day at the Creative Arts Center with Tana Kettner, Danielle Norris, Hannah Heithold, Nicole Curtis, Jenny Johnson, and other teachers. This camp is targeted for those ages 6 to 16 years of age. The cost for the camp is $125 for the week or $30 per day. All the supplies for the week are included, as well as a small snack each day. The kids will get to do some amazing art projects, as well as learn valuable art skills. They'll be visiting artists, presenting special additional projects such as tie-dyeing, clay hand building, fibers, recycled art, glass fusing, acrylic, painting, and so much more. At least 12 people need to register, and there'll be no more than 50 attendees. Register by 12:50 Saturday morning, June 21st, by going online to the SACPA website, click on Programs category, and then go to the Salem Creative Arts Council link. If you have any questions about any class, please email salemartscenter@salemcommunitybetterment.com. If you're trying to save money on your energy costs this year, most people are very familiar with adding to their home insulation, weatherizing with caulk around windows and doors, and programmable thermostats. All these methods will help you save money, but did you know that there are energy vampires that add to your electric bill every day, and you may not even be aware of it? You can find out more about how much these phantoms affect your electric bill by going to this website, www.membersfirst.coop. And at the bottom of the page in the blue area, you'll see a heading called Energy Efficiency. Click on the link called Calculate Your Savings, and on that page you'll find the Phantom Load Calculator, where you'll find a large list of small and large appliances. Simply indicate the number of these vampires that you have in your home, from LED TVs to robot vacuum chargers to electric water heaters. The page will help calculate your annual phantom power cost based on information from the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, that's the LBNL, Energy Star, the U.S. Department of Energy, and manufacturers' testing. In many cases, the wattage is an average of many devices. The annual kWh is rounded to the nearest whole number and is calculated as if it was plugged in but not actively in use. That's phantom power for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This calculator uses a rate of 10 cents per kilowatt hour. This is only an estimate and will be slightly different depending on your electrical actual rates. Depending upon the number of your home's small and large appliances, the amount saved could be relatively small if you use little electric, to near $100 per year if your home is heavy in electric usage through a number of chargers, such as those for electric cars, phones, outdoor equipment, etc. There's no cost to use the calculator at the Members First Co-op website, where you'll be able to use what annual cost, or to see what annual cost savings may be able to be made by reducing the use of phantom energy by changing the number of appliance selections you have made. The Missouri Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program provides benefit vouchers to low-income seniors who are 60 years of age or older in Dent, Crawford, and Phelps counties through the Mid-Missouri Aging Best Office. Eligible seniors will receive 10 vouchers with a value of $5 each for a total of $50 each year, and they can be used to purchase fresh, raw, unprepared foods grown in Missouri, and that includes fruits, vegetables, honey, and cooking herbs. The vouchers may be used from now until October 31st. At local farmers markets, including the Salem Farmers Market. You have until September 30th to get your vouchers, and they can be used at any farmers market that is part of the program. The maximum household income to qualify for the program is 185% of the poverty level for a single person, with an incremental income levels for those with multiple family members. A senior may also qualify if they participate in the SNAP program or Community Supplement food program. Seniors can also name a proxy on their behalf to apply for and purchase foods on their behalf. The program application must be signed by both, and if you'd like more information about the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program, call 573-751-8596. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it is brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem. What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. James Tigers placed 2 players on the Class 4 District 4 All-District team, while Salem and Cuba each had 1 player make the team after their first-round loss. The St. James Tigers named to the team were pitcher J.V. Muir and infielder Jesse Hudson, while Salem Tigers pitcher Blake Edwards was named to the team, as well as Cuba pitcher and utility player Braden Gibson. Congratulations to all these players for their efforts in the district tournament. St. Louis Cardinals and Texas Rangers finished their 3-game series over the weekend. On Friday, a Lars Nootbaar double brought in Victor Scott II for the lone Cardinals score in the 8th and 11-1 loss. On Saturday, Wilson Contreras and Nolan Arenado each tallied an RBI. The Cardinals shut out the Rangers 2-0. Yesterday, with the series tied, the Cardinals scored first, but the Rangers scored more often, including a 5-run 8th inning, defeating the Cardinals 8-1. St. Louis has today off and look to start a 9-game homestand with the Royals visiting first tomorrow evening at 6:45, when you can listen live to that game right here on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95.7. Kansas City Royals took on the league-leading Detroit Tigers in a 3-game series that started this past Friday. In Game 1, the Royals would out-hit the Tigers 12-11 and score 5 runs in the contest. However, that wouldn't be enough to defeat the Tigers, and Detroit would claim a 7-5 victory. Saturday's game only saw the Royals' Nick Lofton cross home plate when Vinny Pasquantino singled to the left field. Then yesterday in tie series, we'd arrive at the same score, 1-0. However, this time it was Detroit's Zach McKinstry scoring a run off a Chris Bubick wild pitch. The Royals are off today as they prepare to head across the state to face the Cardinals tomorrow evening. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
I'm Bill Pollock. The Cardinals lost 2 out of 3 this weekend to the Texas Rangers, a team struggling to swing the bats. The Cardinals handed the Rangers their 8th shutout on Saturday, but the Rangers pounded Redbird pitchers with an 11-1 win on Friday and an 8-1 final yesterday.
A little upset at myself at giving runs in the second inning with 2 outs, and especially walking the 9-hole, but overall, I was pretty happy with this stuff.
Eric Fetty kept them in the game, giving up 2 runs in 6 innings before the bullpen imploded. The Royals lost 2 out of 3 to first-place Detroit. After a 1-0 win on Saturday, Kansas City had the tables turned on them, a 1-0 loss yesterday.
There's a reason they're the best team in baseball right now, and their pitching staff is a big reason for that. So, it is what it is. I go out there, try to control what I control.
Chris Bubich did his part, striking out 9 in 7 innings. The Tigers' only run came on a wild pitch. Both teams are off today, and then the Royals play the Cardinals in St. Louis tomorrow. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports. And while the Royals have struggled to score some runs here over the last 20 games, they are calling up their top prospect, Jack Caglione. That's a report on the Royals website. The 22-year-old and first-round draft pick from a year ago has 15 homers in just 50 games at the AA and AAA level. The St. Louis Battlehawks wrapped up the regular season with their 6th straight win, 13-8 over the D.C. Defenders, with third-string quarterback Brandon Silver starting and passing for 105 yards in a slop game.
It was fun for a little bit, and then it wasn't fun, and then it got fun again. So, I enjoyed myself out there. It's like you said, it's hard playing in, a mudslide. So it was fun. I'm just glad that we were able to run the football.
The Battlehawks host the Defenders in the playoffs on Sunday. MLS St. Louis City SC picked up their first league win since March 15th, a 2-1 victory over San Jose. Edward Leuven scored the go-ahead goal in the 2nd minute of stoppage time on a penalty kick. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services is speaking up about ticks this year.
They're providing tips on how to reduce our risk of tick-borne illness. Use insect repellent on exposed skin. It will help you avoid tick bites that could lead to one of many tick diseases present in the state, which can cause serious illness or even death.
Missouri's Department of Health and Senior Services website is health.mo.gov/spring. That's health.mo.gov/spring.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members? You bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, if you're a Missourian, we're for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we've got Missouri covered.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products in next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Stay tuned to KSMO. I've got news from the Missouri Net coming up in 1 minute, and that'll be followed by your latest KSMO weather forecast after the top of the 1 o'clock hour.
The following safety message is brought to you by Save Mo Lives. Large trucks and buses need room. When they don't have room, crashes happen. Big, ugly, take up the highway, lives lost, cars totaled kind of crashes. The bigger the vehicle, the bigger the blind spot, also called no zones. Don't linger in the no zones. Make sure you can see their headlights in your rearview mirror before changing lanes. Give them room to slow down, because simple actions and more room save lives.
Hello everyone, I'm Brent Barnett with Brownfield, inviting you to join me each week on Outdoor Adventures. From the hardwoods to the shoreline, we talk with outdoor industry experts about all the things you need to know for your hunting and fishing adventures. I grew up in the whitetail woods and have a deep passion for sharing hunting stories with our guests, as if we're sitting around the campfire. Be sure to check out Outdoor Adventures from Brownfield Ag News.
Missouri Net News, I'm Cameron Connor. No extra help from the state will be given to tornado victims in St. Clair, Henry, and Benton counties after tornadoes hit the area on May 19th. The Henry County, Missouri Office of Emergency Management said the counties will not be able to apply for state funding, cleanup, repairs, or financial help. According to Emergency Management, one of the reasons state assistance was denied is because many of the homes in the counties were second homes, which don't qualify to include in assessments. There's a chance of storms this week in Missouri. State climatologist Zach Leeser says, however, the odds of severe weather should start to fall this month.
It really starts to decrease as we get into the summer. The jet stream moves farther north, and there's not as much ingredients for the severe weather.
Missouri averages at least one tornado every month of the year. The statewide average is 48 per year. Missouri averages 13 tornadoes in May, 6 in June, and 2 in July. Find more news at MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet News.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, I would highly encourage them to reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's two ways that a producer can reach us. We have an email address, blackvultures@mofb.org, blackvultures@mofb.org, or they can reach us at 573-893-1417. 573-893-1417. I process the application and try to get them an approval letter as quickly as I can. And once they receive the approval letter, that is their permit in hand for them to be able to activate. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov. agriculture.mo.gov.
The station with the better mix. KSMO Salem.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same.